Okay, testing. We should be live. Keyword being should. Let's see. Where's that link? Yes, I think. Alright, yeah, looks like we're live. Nice. Okay. What the actual fuck? Oh. Is there a button in Discord to just like mark everything as red in all the channels that I'm at? Oh man. Okay, let's see who's here. Alright, what's up everyone? Dr. D here, and in this stream we're going to be breaking down some charts that I asked my patrons to give me. So, I already see Quickman's here. Nice. We got B-Stars Man. What's going on? Len, he's here, but I mean, he's always here. And yeah, so I hope the audio quality is much better than before. I do think that this mic is acting pretty good lately, so kind of happy about that. What else? I don't know. I don't really have much else to say. I just want to get started. We have at least 5 requests to be doing. If the webcam over here, well, it's here actually, but if it is off sync, let Len know. He'll try to fix it, and everyone else, just yeah, bear with it. If there's any other issues or technical difficulties, just let me know. We'll do our best to fix it. But as you guys already know, this is always and will always be a duct tape production. As in, it's always just held together by a thread. It's a miracle that I even have a platform to stream on. Because, yeah, anyways. Alright, so what are we going to do first? Let's just, yeah, I'm just jumping right into it. And, well, woo, Len's working on that. As you can see, I do have Tokyo Evolved up. I have, like I said, 5. I'm debating what order to go in, but probably most of these I'm going to have to watch one time, maybe take a couple notes, and then we'll start the official breakdown. So we can watch it together, and then we'll start. Alright, let's see. We also have Chronological in the chat. What's going on? 4 a.m. Which time zone are you in? And Pie Guy is here-ish. I'm guessing he's probably got some hottie on his lap and she's taking away all his attention. And we got Tyron. Tyron's in the chat. What's going on, everyone? All right. So with all that, let's get started. All right. What songs do we have to break down today? I guess I was thinking about surprising you guys, or would you guys like to just know what they are now? Also, I didn't realize that Oh My Darling is such a long song. It doesn't feel that long. Alright, Len turned up the mic. And yeah, if you guys think it's too quiet either on the video side of things or if the mic is too low or too loud, let me know. Here, how about we do a quick test with using Tokyo Evolved. So this is playing at 50% volume. Is it too loud, or how's this? And comparing to 30%. Now this is at 30%. Which one sounds better, or should we go more extreme in one direction or the other? Please let me know. And if you did not hear any sound from the video, well, then we got a lot more technical difficulties than I was expecting. Let's see. Is this up? Yeah, looks like the sound isn't even coming in. Okay, there we go. Now it's coming. Alright, so once again, this would be at 30% volume for the video. 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 30 is definitely better for me, but it comes down to you guys. I don't know what's up with all the side effects. Okay, I can go even lower for the audio. How about we try 15%? Okay, this would be 15% on the audio for the VLC versus my voice. 15%. We good? We bad? And this would be 20%. 20% for the video. Alright, 20% it is then. So I'll make sure I put the volume at 20% before all of this. Alright, so I'll tell you guys what videos we're going to be breaking down. So maybe you can kind of like estimate when you should come back. The videos that we're breaking down today, there's actually 6 of them. And one of them is going to be a surprise. I'm not going to tell you guys. Where is it? I thought I downloaded it. Ah, yeah, I did. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, I have 7 videos. Wow, actually I have 7 videos to break down. I totally was wrong about that. One more second, and I promise we will start. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I'm good. Got what I needed. Hmm. Alright, so we'll start with telling you guys what we're doing. So one of them's a surprise. I'll keep it for the last one. And for the other ones, half of them are in Chinese, and my Chinese is not the best. Oh wait, it's... What's this song? Oh yeah. Okay, well there's one of them. So one of the songs is going to be the Schrodinger's Cat. One of the other ones is going to be Unreal Expert. Followed by New Century Challenge. And as you guys already saw, we have Tokyo Evolve Type 3. And then we have Samurai Shotgun vs. Master Ninja. And we even have one for My Sweet Darling. And that's it. So those are the 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there might be a bonus 7th one. I'm going to try to make these ones a little quicker. I'm going to make these ones a little bit quicker than usual. I really spend a lot of time when I do these breakdowns to like assume that you guys don't know. Well, not don't know, but I try to approach them from any skill level. So there's something for veterans that can take something out of it, but there's also something for newer kind of people, newer kind of players who are like, you know, don't really know the full fundamentals. Like I spend a lot of time talking about BPM and talking about like how to keep the beat and tempo and stuff like that. But since my patrons requested these and they are basically all players, I'm going to approach it more in an intermediate to advanced level. And by doing that, they're going to be a little quicker than I would say like the other 20-30 minute breakdowns. Because if we do 20-30 minutes for 7 songs, we're going to be here for like 4 hours, okay? Like it's going to be a while. So I expect each one of these to be done in about 10 to 15 minutes max. Alright, let me check the chat one last time. Okay, looks good. We got 14 on YouTube, Twitch. Got to pump up those numbers. We only got 1 on Twitch. Come on, Twitch. Pump up those numbers. Those are rookie numbers. Does anyone have a preference where we start? We're going to do them all. Just where do we start? The first person who comments in the chat, I will do that breakdown first. Out of the ones that I have already listed, of course. And I'm not going to do new requests. I already have too many. Pie Guy is indifferent. Timbo raises his hand. Timbo, which one did you do? Because I just copied. What did I do? I just copied the list and I downloaded the videos. I don't have the name by me. Which one did you request? I could look it up if I'm not lazy. Give me a second. Oh, yeah, you were Tokyo Evolve, weren't you? Okay, then. We're going to do Tokyo Evolve Type 3. I definitely have a lot of tips I can give you, but we're going to watch it one time together. I'm going to make some more mental notes, and you guys kind of get an idea of what's to come, and then we'll start the actual breakdown portion. only 492 for such a hard song. It's really got such few steps. All right, so I got a couple notes in mind. The only thing I might want to do is adjust the sync on my end. I'm not sure what it looks like for you, but it is totally off sync for me. That's a lot better. Okay, so looks like we're good. Alright, let's start. What's up everyone, Dr. D here, and in this video we are doing a chart breakdown requested by Timbo. Now, Timbo is requesting that I break down Tokyo Evolved Type 3. As you remember, there's 3 types, as there are 3 types with New York and Osaka. Yeah, it's kind of like a running thing, or it was really just a thing in DDR X3 era, but hey, anyways. What do we got going on here? Well, we got a lot going on. The chart is pretty notorious. A lot of people would be very quick to assume that Type 3 is the hardest. In general, most of the Type 3s, either, you know, ABC or Type 1, 2, 3. The third one is generally considered like the hardest. Is that the case in this one? Honestly, I think they're almost all the same. Though the ending is way harder on Type 3 than all of them. Everything else is more in line the same. Type 1 I think everyone would agree is the easiest, and then it's kind of a toss-up for Type 2 and 3, with 3 taking it if only because of the ending. Alright, anyways. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. Hold on a second, I'm seeing a lot of people in the chat saying the mic volume is too low. I do think there's something I can do for that, but you're gonna have to bear with me for just a second. Hold on. Yes, the microphone is boosted. Okay, does that sound better? Is that louder? Yes or no? Is that louder? Did I boost the microphone? Yes or no? Or does it sound distorted now? I need a quick answer, and I will quickly move on. Okay, great. So, sorry about that little hiccup. So, Type 3, what do we got to go on from here? The good news is, if you learn Type 1, 2, or 3, like 50 or 60% of the song is identical. So, you're really just going to have to remember when it kicks into the change, which if I can give you a rough estimate, that happens around... Yeah, so like 35% of the song would be considered unique to each type. The 2/3 of the song is almost identical, so that's something that's really good about this. So even though I'm teaching you Type 3 right now, a lot, 2/3 of what I'm going to teach you can be applied to Type 1 and Type 2. Alright, so let's start off right away. So in this part, I actually like to put in 8th notes right here. So the opening 6, but I'm going to be putting in 8th notes. So listen again, but with my annoying sound. So it's going to be bum 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 jump bum 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 jump. So I'm technically it'd be 16th notes for the BPM that it's scrolling out right now, but I do like to do that. If you have very slow notes on a very slow scroll speed, it's almost suicide to try to sight read them. Like, you have to have some basis to go off of. So I always throw in helper steps for something like that. And even though we're now getting into 8th notes, I actually might just throw in 16th notes again. So instead of doing an up left, I would do like an up right left. So bum 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 bum. And then the jump section is just going to go exactly to the music. Bum 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 bum, except for here. Here is, so the other ones were using like the, you know, the 8th note, 16th note, whatever you want to call that timing, like bum 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 bum, where this one is bum bum bum. So this is this one is a not a triplet, but you know, so bum 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 bum. Yeah, so bum 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 bum. And then as soon as you finish that jump, we are kicking into the 280 BPM section, so get your left foot ready because we're fast now. Alright, that should be pretty straightforward. So here's our first of many stops. So this stop, you don't actually have to do any helper steps. A lot of the stops in Tokyo, I do not do helper steps. And this is where it's going to either be helpful or hurtful, whatever would be the opposite of that. And that would be to tell you that it's a feeling thing. Like, I got the feeling when it comes to Tokyo. I don't need to put in helper steps. And the reason why I opt not to do helper steps for this song is listen again. Listen when it stops. Did you hear that? No? Exactly. There's nothing. There's no sound when it stops. It completely kills all audio. So to put in a helper step, stepping at nothing, is more jarring for me than it would be to just pause and then get ready for the startup. It's a feeling-based thing, but you get that feeling, and I promise you, you're going to have lots of success with this song. Alright, so after the stop, get the feeling, pause for a second, and then we're going. So it's a pretty common pattern, so nothing too bad there. Nothing really bad with the footing. Pretty straightforward so far. Okay, and then this is a bit odd. So we're finishing on an offbeat, but what I always like to say is when you finish on an offbeat, you can use that offbeat as an accenter to finish up these. So even though it looks blue and like you kind of like panic when you see it, it's going the same as if it were just reds. So just play it out as if you were doing quarter notes at 280 and you'll be fine. So that into a gallop, which is a very common pattern in DDR. So let's keep it going. All right. Now here's the section that was I still remember X3. I had such a hard time with this song. I was very late to PFCing this compared to a lot of people, and believe it or not, it was a lot because of this section. Also, we didn't have 2.25. That was also a reason. But more seriously, this section does not go to anything. I mean, listen to the notes, listen to the music, and look at the notes. I swear that like everything is shifted off like a note or something. Like, everything shifted off a quarter note. Just watch it and listen. Like, what the hell is that going to? So this section, I really just try to decouple the idea of following the music. So once you're here, like, even though it's red, this all feels like starting on blues, okay? And you're just gonna have to roll with it. So 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3, 1 2 3 4, then a longer one. So 1 2 3, 1 2 3 4 5, and then yeah, just play it out again. It still hurts my brain. Like, I don't know what the hell is going on here. I'm not sure what they were thinking when they made the steps to this, but I can just say that my tip is just like, don't think about it too much. Really go sight read here. It's always just going to be triplets or fives or sevens followed by like a jump break, and then you just get right back onto it. Timing wise, like, you might not believe it at first, but the song is quite well synced. Now, I think that this song shouldn't be in DDR, and like it's not a very good like DDR song, but with that said, the song is synced. If you do find the sync and you get into that window, you might be surprised how well synced it is. It feels weird when you play it. The steps don't make sense, but it is well synced. So take that for what it's worth. All right, so this is going to have some like jackhammer jumps, you know, because they're pretty fast jumps. This is basically 148th note jump section, which is going to have a pause. This first jump pause, I actually do step through it, so I'm kind of breaking a rule that I told you earlier, but I do 1 2 3 4 5 6 jump. I still jump and then I go back into this. So put in a helper jump there. So put in a helper jump just keep it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I messed it up. Okay, one more time. So right here, put in a helper jump and then go back to it. It's a little bit more tiring, but it is a lot more success rate. All right, and this is the infamous step jump. So how are we approaching it? Well, a lot of step jumps can be approached the same. So as soon as you hit your right foot here, your left heel should be hovering over the right arrow. Your left heel should, why did I say left? Your right heel should be hovering over the right arrow. And then we're going to, because we're coming here, just like on the left and down, your left foot is hovering over these two. So you're going to put it there, you're going to put it there, and then as fast as you can, just lift it up ever so slightly and slam it down while bringing down your heel. If you do it right, you'll continue the combo. It takes practice. If it feels hard to you, just rest assured that it felt hard to me. And everyone else that you think is successful, it felt hard to them at one point or another. Step jumps, they're hard. Okay? They're hard. And anyone who says they're not hard, show me who they are. And I'll ask them, can you do this? If they say yes, I'm going to kick it up 10 BPM. Can you do this? Yeah, I'm going to kick it up 10. And eventually, you're going to have a hard time with step jumps. The question is, what's your BPM that you can do step jumps at? And not all step jumps are created equally. Doing corner step jumps, like adjacent ones, are way easier than doing a pattern that finishes left, right, and then an up, down jump. That's a lot harder, just as it is to do up, down, and then left, right jump. So step jumps, they're challenging. Everyone can do them just at a certain BPM. And then your question is, can you do them at 280 quarter notes? Or sorry, eighth notes, which would be 16th notes at 140. Can you do them at that speed? That's what you got to be able to do if you want to do Tokyo Evolve Type 3. All right, one more time, but on the left side. And then here's probably the most important part that you have to remember. And I used to never do it. I only learned this like last year. I went on to MFC Tokyo Evolved on difficult Type 1, 2, and 3. Right? No, I didn't MFC them. Oh, damn it. No, I did MFC the basics and beginners. And I got the world record on all difficult charts. So that's Type 1, 2, 3 difficult. I did get the world record on all the Tokyo Evolved. And when I was going for the world records and MFCs on them, I had to get a consistent way to do this section. And I will now share you with how I do it. So each one of them does have a different starting arrow. In this case, if we're doing the experts, it's going to be the left arrow. But either way, the formula that I'm going to teach you is going to be applied for any version. Just take note of what's the next arrow. If you're playing this at a normal player's speed, you're going to want to read the whole thing on 2 or 2.25. Hell, even 2.5, some people could do that. But let's say 2.25. It's going to be pretty hard to cite, and in the past, that's exactly what I did. I just cited it, which is pretty inconsistent, especially if you're trying to go for Marvelous. So how are we going to do this? So as soon as I hit this jump, I'm going to start left, right, counting, and the count will be as following. So I'll play it out with the audio. Hopefully the audio is on sync. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. So bump, 1. So we're doing an 8 count with eighth notes, and as soon as we finish it, the 9th or the new measure is going to be the left. So play it out again. Play around with it in your head. So one time with my annoying sound. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. And then one time just by yourself without me interfering. And the last way that you could do it, I prefer doing the 8th note. I also utilize this technique when I MFC'd Starlight, the remix. What's it called? What's it called? Endorphin Starlight remix. The 155 song, that one. I utilize the same technique to to get that step every time using eighth notes. But I was going to say you could actually do quarter notes if you prefer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So just either a 4 count quarter notes, or you're going to bump it up to 8 count eighth notes and then hit it. And then this part is just annoying. So broken streams, and then an annoying stop. So what do we do here? There's 2 options you can do. I just what do I do for the expert chart? I'm pretty sure I tap it through on the difficult, but on the expert, because of how it ends, it's like really annoying. So you could finish with the left arrow and then gallop into the next one. So bum ba bum. You could do that. So it would be bum ba bum. The other option is just pause and go for it. So just pause, go. And then for this is one of the helper steps I do add. I do add up, down, sorry, down, up, down, and then quickly position my body with my right foot on the down, and then just do the gallop and then finish it through. And then that's going to be a pause. This pause is a lot easier because like we're already in position to get this. We just have to do a brief pause and then just go for it. Okay, and then that part's always awkward. Always remember after this jump 231, we have to do it with our right foot on the down. Like normally you'd want to put your left foot here, but you'd be screwed. Make sure you put your right foot on the down for that part. And then once again, after 236, we have to swing our right foot to be on the up. Like I said, this part's annoying. There's a lot of like subtleties like this, and you do have to remember them. The good news is you remember it one time, it'll apply to all 3 types. Okay, and then finish this one, right foot on the down. Alright, that's the final pause in this section, and then pretty straightforward. Alright, that's just weird. Just start a little bit late, you'll be fine. Thank you for the host. Thank you. I haven't gotten a host in a long time. So after that, we are finally going to be entering the true type C portion of the song. So you're going to notice something. The BPM does change. I hope someone in the chat can tell me what is the BPM that it changes to. There is a subtle BPM change here. I know there is, I just don't know what BPM it goes to. Oh, JK Gamer, I didn't know that, but probably because usually when you host me, I'm like in the middle of playing, so I don't really notice it, but thank you so much. Is there a BPM change, or am I crazy? Pie Guy, Len, am I crazy? I will say it feels like there is. And sometimes feelings are more important than anything. I'm trying to confirm it myself. Okay, it's a level 16. New York. Oh, why am I saying New York? No, it's Tokyo. Tokyo Evolve Type 3. Yep, there are some BPM changes. And I didn't even mention that before, but yeah, oh man. I'm definitely out of practice. But in the beginning section, there are some subtle BPM changes. It plays around between 280 and at 310. Oh man, I totally forgot to tell you guys about the BPM changes. Yeah, we're just gonna gloss over that. But more importantly, after here, it's briefly slows down to like 250, 257, I guess? So it does subtly slow down to it. The Houston video? Really? But did I not download the later, a newer version? Because this Houston video does not have the BPMs on it. Or am I totally missing something? But yeah, there's a lot of subtle BPM changes going on here. This song's mad whack. But okay, so it opens up pretty nicely, honestly. So just triplets, and then a big fuck you. So once we finish this triplet, we should be in position to put our right foot to do a quick crossover, but that also means that we do hit this jump while we're in the crossover position. So right foot on the left and then hit it. And then on this is a transition where we're going to take our left foot from the down, throw it to the up arrow, and then this is a jump jack, something like that. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, so his DSP are on the newer version, and they showed that the BPM is between 278 and 281. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'd believe it. I'm getting my numbers from the Sandby Ice Cream, which is a great app, by the way. You guys should definitely use it to do your score tracking. But yeah, so this is going to be here. We're going to be left foot on the up. We're going to play that out, and then we're going to do this. Now this section, I try to always remember to put my left foot on this gallop. So to do that, after we do this, our left foot is on the down right now. Swing it up to be on the left foot on the up, and then gallop and put this down. And you have an option, either do the all the next 4 arrows with your left foot. So 1, 2, 3, 4, or you can use your planted. You could use your planted right foot to snag that right arrow, which I do that very often. Okay, and the reason why, there is no reason. Okay, you know, I take that back. You can do this either way. If you want to gallop it with your right foot and hit these with your right, go for it. If you prefer your left, do it with your left. It makes ultimately no difference because we're going to be double stepping all that. And then we're going to go back into these broken streams. Alright, one more jack jump. Okay, now one tricky part's coming up where we're going to throw our left foot to the up. Right there. Oh man, that's ugly. I hate it. I hate that. I always know it's coming. I always know it's coming. Alright, so this is pretty straightforward. And then once we hit this, now you want to try to prepare for this. So to do that, after you hit that, there's really no way, honestly, to prepare it because your right foot is a little busy right now. So what I always do is I slam my left on the down only to immediately bring it up to do this stream with the left. You must do this with your left or you're going to double step this and you're going to ruin your score. You have to do this. Is it uncomfortable to get there? Yes, absolutely, but you got to do it. Find a way, make it happen. Get your left foot on here for combo number 424. Okay, more broken streams. Okay, so this is the final section of the song, and it follows the beat that you see right here. So bum bum ba bum ba bum ba bum. So bum bum ba bum ba bum ba bum. So it does follow that. So then we're gonna start again. Ba bum 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 ba bum. The only difference is we're doing step jump, which is a fucking pain in the ass. So if you're worried about the timing is that. The timing is what you hear here. Bum ba dum ba dum ba dum. So then we're gonna do this and then ba bum ba bum ba bum ba bum. The only difference is we're doing jacks. So this one I use my toe, and then this one more of like my side foot, and then yeah, this one's even harder. So down and then up because of the up arrow. I just don't know how to give tips. It was really hard to learn this. I'm gonna have to use one of my trump cards and just say that it's like the Pluto challenge thing. Like you just got to get good. If you know the timing and you know what you have to do, you just got to keep practicing until you can do it. Like there's not really any other way. There's no like secret technique that's gonna give you this. You just got to be able to do it. So practice a lot, and just remember that there's one stop in the middle. So after the triple jump, there's going to be a pause. And then finally, we'll start back here. Bum, 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 bum. This one you do have to cross over. It's one of the very few crossovers in the song. And then I just take a pause there, and then I jump for the last one. But you could technically... No, I would not recommend it. There's no music to help you guide there. So dun 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 dun. So just go by the sound, and you should be able to get it. And that concludes it. Alright guys, that is Tokyo Evolve Type 3 broken down, requested by Timbo. I hope this was helpful. I hope you learned something. And more than anything, I hope you like this video, subscribe, and comment down below. Yeah. Alright guys, you have a good one, and I'll see you next time. Peace. Okay, one done. Let's do the next one. Let's do watch my Rampage Hero MFC. That'll do. That'll do. Alright, how about we watch the Albacore now?
Combo after combo.
Okay, sorry about that. Actually, you can blame Len for that, okay? Oh my god. Alright guys, let's just jump into the second one. I guess we'll just do Unreal. We just had a hard one. This one's gonna be pretty easy. Let's try to get this done in like 5 minutes. What's up everyone, Dr.D here, and in this video we are doing a chart breakdown of Unreal. This was requested by one of my patrons and I'm more than happy to break it down. So let's just jump right into it, knowing that it's 180 BPM. You're probably going to be using 3x, maybe 3.25, maybe 3.5, or possibly even 3.75. 3.75 would definitely help you in the slow section. That's what I find the hardest to do. Difficulty wise, I would say this is one of the easier 15s. Definitely one of the easier 15s for sure. But with that said, I have not MFC'd this. I've got quite a few 15s MFC'd, and this ain't one of them. So that should definitely tell you that it's a little bit more tricky than meets the eye. And yes, this is by Quickman. Thank you, Pie Guy, for the save. Let's get started. So this was in Supernova 2. I still have vivid memories of Supernova 2 extra stage, trying to get it, and I had trouble double Aing it every time. That just shows you how big of a noob I was. But yeah, then they gave you NGO, and oh god, I could definitely not even pass that. Okay, so let's get started. So the biggest thing to note is that I'm probably going to get a copyright claim because fuck the Black Rose Garden. The second thing to note is that we're going to be starting on blues, on an off notes, which is pretty interesting. In recent years, I have been starting to start by tapping out eighth notes in this section. So, so I prepare, if that even is a word, for what's going to be coming up, because it's kind of awkward. The other way to do it is just pretend like this is a red note and just go 1 2 3 1 2. So a lot of these are going to be blue notes going from the start before we like finally get into like the true like bass BPM. So play it out for 1 2 jump. This is identical to sections that you can see in Somehow You Found Me. So if you're having trouble with this, try Somehow You Found Me. You will see these double jack jumps very often in that song. Alright, so it's a very jump heavy song. Make sure you start your right foot with that down arrow, and you should be good to go. I'm mainly going to focus on the left side, one because it's on note, but more importantly because we can see a lot more. Like just seeing one or two, maybe three arrows at a time is a little bit harder to convey what's going on. So let's go ahead. So for those jump sections, I like to use my heel. Yeah, once again, like we got like, you're gonna see this a lot, like just the 1-2 jump 1. It's a very common pattern. It's already been used like 2 or 3 times, and you're gonna see it a lot more times. Just you're gonna have to go with it, and a lot of them are starting on blues, which makes it even harder. It's an annoying song. No one likes it. You could technically put in helper steps here. You can put an 8th note if it makes it a little bit better. But for this, I definitely just go by audio. I do not do helper steps for like this specifically. Bum 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 bum. I will also say that for the majority of this song, I'm definitely hovering my right foot and left foot over these 2 arrows, and my left foot and down, my left foot hovering over the down and left. I'm very rarely breaking the position. So here, you can imagine how I'm hitting it with my 2 heels, and then there, and then I play that out, and then my heel's gonna hit that. But then here, for something like this, I really am hitting this with my toe, and this with my heel, and then I'm slamming my foot on the panel here to be able to get it. I really do play it like this. I try not to move my body or shifting orientation too often. So now it's going to be 1-2 jump, 1-2 jump, 1-2 jump, 1-2 jump, and you're going to have to play it out how you see it. It only gets a little complicated near the end. Easy, easy. This one's a bit odd, and that's a mirror version of that, kind of. I mean, it's hard to score on. Like, yeah, like what someone said, it's easy to pass. It's hard to score on because it does not fit the music. I've been saying this very often recently, but this also applies. I don't feel like it's a DDR song. Like, regardless of what you think, if it's a good song, a bad song, I think it's not a DDR song. I don't think you can really put steps to this. So it's a bit of an odd choice to put into DDR, but hey, that is just my 2 double A's. I want to say 2 cents, but I want to be a little bit more clever, so that's what I said. Alright, moving on. So here's the one where we do have to change the position, because when you finish that one, you're going to be over there. You don't want to start this one with your right foot. You're going to be in trouble. So as soon as you finish this jump, maybe put in a helper step with your right foot over here so that we can be in the correct position for that. Okay, same thing here. You don't want to use your right foot here. So as soon as we do that, maybe throw your right foot to the down arrow, and then we're going to hit that with our left. 1, 2, 3. Like, how does this isn't even a song. Like, what the hell? Konami, what are you thinking? Okay, here I would just do one of my lazy jumps where my toe is still on here, so I'm not jumping with my right foot, and then my heel's hitting there, and yeah. I cheat so many jumps, guys. It's criminal. They should throw me in jail because of how many jumps I cheat. It's only been getting more egregious as I've been playing longer and longer. I think the only legit jumps I do is like I don't know. Just throw me in jail. Lock me up. Throw away the key. Like, it's pretty criminal how many jumps I cheat. Alright, for 166, make sure we're planting our right foot on the down to follow that out. And once again, after this, do the helper step to the right so we're on the down here. And then same thing. Like, this is a very repetitive song if you haven't been able to tell. Okay, so now is like a section that's going to be repeated twice, once now and then one more time at the end. So it's going to be similar to a song I just broke down, which is Tokyo Evolved Type 3, which had the step jumps, but this is way slower, so we're talking 180. The other one is 280, so it's like it's quite a bit faster. But this is a pattern. This is a good song to practice if you want to get good at it. So bum 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 bum. So oh my god, the steps are just ass. So bum 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 bum, and then we're gonna go through. Now here's the biggest question: do we do the crossovers or do we cheat them? Do we do the crossovers or do we cheat them? Pause the video now and comment. You done? You commented? Great. Okay, you fucking cheat them. Don't fucking do the crossovers. Cheat them. Okay, we're cheating these. Are you an idiot? Come on. Why would you want to? No, we're not crossing this over. Like, you want to cross over this? Huh? You want to cross over that? Huh? Does that look fun to you? Huh? You want to cross over again? And then what foot do you even start with here? I mean, come on. Forget the crossovers. Come on, man. I will say this: when I first played this song back in like 2008, I definitely 2007. I definitely did the crossovers. Absolutely, I did do the crossovers. But in general, I feel that like you're a lot more susceptible to getting like pad junk, and it's an awkward feeling. If you can more fortify your the position that I always call the dominant position, like if you can find more ways, like you could do this all legit, but then once we're here, we're locked down. We're hovering our right foot and left foot we're hovering our right foot over the upright and the left foot over the down left, and then so left left right left right right left jump right right, and then there. Personally, I do. If it's too advanced for you, you're going to have to swing over. But I will hit this jump with just my right foot to keep this position. And then we're going to play it out. So right, left, right and left, right, left, left, right, left, left, right. And then your toe is still planted on the up. Slam both of your heels down. Immediately left to the down. Will be in a more comfortable position here. That's why. Left to the down, up, and then left and right, left, left, jump with both, right, left, and once again, we're doing what we did before, but this time with our left foot. If it's too advanced for you, you can throw your right foot down here, and it's definitely not too bad of a time. In fact, like, this is really advanced. If you're going to play it out the way that I'm talking about, you're going to have to bracket jump this with your left foot, left, right, and then your right foot bracket jump. That's kind of advanced. So maybe just for 226, I would say we're going to break that position to hit this jump legit. So left and right down here, right, left, and then left and right. And then now we can get back into that position by doing the right foot down, and now we're back into the position, the hovering position. And then we can play it out here. I will say that it's a lot trickier to do it down left here if you're in that position. If you find yourself keep getting misses by doing the way that I'm telling you to, you can change this to be your right and then left and then your right left, and then play it out however you're more comfortable with. But I will encourage you to be able to keep that position, hit the jump, so left, left, jump, left, right, jump, left, right, left, left, right, left, left, up, and then jump. And then last thing is going to slow down on this this jump, and because it slows down before that. So it slows down on this first down. So we're going to try to get your right foot on the down arrow for here. 1, 2. You're just gonna like keep bouncing. Even when there's not a jump, I'm still jumping. Like, I'm gonna be jumping here because I want to get like really bouncing into the beat. Okay, then this will be played out with your left foot down here. Now I always put a helper step after this one, so I'm gonna do up, left, left, right, left, up, left, left, right, left. Almost mirrored or adjacent version of what we just did. Jumping for these. Throw our left foot on the top. And then this one's going to be down, left, left, right, left. So down, left, left, right, left. And then here's where we start to speed up. So play it out like we did before. Awkward, but manageable. Again, you're going to have to pivot over. Again, pivot over. Just double step it. Start this one with your right foot would be a little bit easier for the entry. But then once we're here, what do you think I'm going to tell you? We're going to be doing it. If it's a bit too hard, don't do it at this one. You can play it out normally, and then you can play this one out. But starting here, I want you to try to focus on double stepping. So double step, and once again, you have the option to either do one-footed or bring it down. If you bring both of the feet down, you are going to have to double step right, right, and then this jump. And then you can do it again. So bring your left and then left, right for the jump, or do it the other method. And then once again, you have the option here. I would personally do it with my right foot only. And then that'd be right, right, only left. And then left, left, and then you can use both. And then that's the same section I just taught you. It's just mirrored because now it's with the blues on the up. Oh, it's exactly the same? Oh, yeah. Oh, no, I was right. Yeah. Yeah. Just I can tell that the blues were on the up this time. So, yeah, that's it. So, relatively short. That is Unreal broken down by yours truly, Dr. D, requested by yours second in command. Well, maybe not. It's up to you. But that was requested by Quickman. Quickman, thank you so much. You've been a long-time patron. You keep making all these cool requests, and I'm glad to do them. Hope you guys enjoyed this request set. This is not a request set. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Third time's a charm. Hope you guys enjoyed this breakdown, and I will see you next time. Peace. All right, 2 down. Let's do number 3. Okay, how about we just go for Samurai? Who requested Samurai? Can I please get a mention in the chat? Okay, this is Stardy. Oh, nice. Yeah, Stardy's right here. One moment, please. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm actually gonna watch this one time because it's been a while. I have a pretty good score on it, like 3 perfects. I could probably MFC this, to be honest, but it's been a while since I watched it, and there's definitely a couple notes that I kind of forgot. So I'm gonna watch it one time. You guys can watch it with me, and then I'll start the actual breakdown. Such a cool song. Okay, I'm already gonna change this because nope. Yeah, that's much better. Stardy, is there anything specific? You want me to go really in depth, or just tell you my notes, like the bare minimum? Yeah, this is the tricky part. Oh boy. Let's get started. What's up everyone, Dr.D here, and in this video we're doing a chart breakdown for Samurai Shotgun versus Master Ninja. Who is going to win? Damn, such a cool poster. Alright, wow. It's a pretty interesting request. This is requested by Stardy29, and he has been a long time patron, so I'm more than happy to give back and give him a chart breakdown. And he requested this, so here we are. Okay, so let's get right to the brass tacks. The song is 260 BPM. I might be interchangeably saying 130 or 260. I might say 8th notes when I mean 16th notes, or 16th notes when I mean 8th notes. You're gonna have to bear with me in those regards because you know, yeah, I'm easy to get confused. But the important thing is that we are going to break this down, and I'm going to do it justice. So the biggest question I'm sure that you want answered right off the bat is, do we do the crossovers? Do we do the crossovers? We were just talking about Unreal just before this, and I was asking people, should we do the crossovers, yes or no? I gave people a chance to answer, and whenever they finished answering and they said crossovers, I called them an idiot. Called them an idiot, saying that hell no, do not do the crossovers. Is this going to be the same case? Should we avoid crossovers like the plague, or should we do them? That is the question, and the answer is nuance. That's correct. We have nuance. Some of these crossovers we are absolutely going to have to tackle head on, while other ones we're going to have to cheat it. We're definitely going to have to cheat some of these. So you're definitely going to want to bump up your crossover game. I've told you guys in the past, I think I've broken down a Arrabbiata before, and I've basically said that, or I've broken down songs before that have fast double steps. And I've used Arrabbiata as an example, saying that you want to be able to at least double step 225, because a lot of songs in DDR, like Arrabbiata is the perfect example, because you're forced to do double steps. You absolutely, there's no turn or shuffle you can play without doing a double step in that song, okay? Mark my words. So at the very least, Konami does expect double steps for 225. And you can even argue there's a lot of other songs, even higher BPM or higher in a halving sense, that do require you to do double steps. And with that said, I'm going to say 260 is like that next level. And I would say that 260 is like basically at the max. Like, I'm at 260. I can double step 260 and still... Okay, Pie Guy, how about you show us the video of you getting that PFC on Arrabbiata without doing any double steps, huh? I'll tell you what, make it a AAA, okay? I'll be enthralled if I can watch you AAA 990 or higher, full combo. It's got to be a full combo. Arrabbiata without doing any double steps. I'm gonna have to see you spin like 12 times, but it'll totally be worth it. But okay, side note complete. I would say that regardless if you can or can't, you really want to be able to have this in your tool bag. Let's put it like that. You want to be able to have the ability to PFC, MFC, GFC, whatever you're going for, whatever your level is. You want to be able to do that at a pretty high BPM. Like whatever BPM you can double step at now, whether it be 200 or 210 or 220, you should always try to be reaching up to go a little bit higher, You definitely want to be able to go up a little bit higher on your double step. Like, you can never be too high. I would say I'm personally maybe around like 280. I can like pretty reasonably it's hard to say, in fact. I've definitely gone, I'd say, like, if it's in a stream, if we're talking like streams, I can do 280 to 300 BPM. So like if you put max 300 on shuffle, a lot of the stream patterns, I probably would be able to get away with getting perfects on, perfects or greats. But I was going to say that, 260 is like a really good one to be at. There's that one Japanese song with the 260 BPM. It's got the challenge 17 and an expert 15. There's a lot of double steps in both of those. You got Samurai Shotguns 260. You definitely got to double step some of this. You had another one. It was just on the tip of my tongue. What was it? Illegal function. Yeah, illegal function call. That has some double steps, and that's 260. So try to bump up your double step to be able to do 260. I definitely think it's going to help you in the long run. And with that said, this song is going to give you some of that practice at the 260 range. What are some good techniques to practice double stepping? Well, let's just go to any BPM that you want to be able to double step at. Maybe you can't do 260 yet. How about you do Dragon, what is it? Dragon Force? No, it's not Dragon Force. What's the Dragon song of the 240 BPM? I hate that song so much. Oh my god, what song is that? 240 BPM Dragon. You know which one I'm talking about. But you're going to say, but Dr. D, it doesn't have any double steps inside. Oh, you want to bet? Put it on left. Put it on right. Dragon Blade, that's right. Put it on shuffle. Now it has double steps. Now you can practice. Go to any song that is the BPM you want to be able to double step. Throw it on left, right, or shuffle. You're going to get some double step patterns, and that's going to help you out. So, yeah, keep that in mind. Yeah, I do not like Dragon Blade. I really don't. It's such an annoying song. But hey, I do like Samurai Shotgun. All right, let's get started right away. I'm going to gloss over a lot of it. I'm going to give the generalized tips. I'm going to mark the places where I would be personally double stepping and the places that I would personally be doing crossovers. All right, let's start. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, I'll stop. Such a cool song. 1 2 1 2. So it's gonna be dun 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 dun, and then a stream. Very straightforward. So here's the first one. So the first one, do we double step or do we cross over? The correct answer is either one. I've definitely played around with both options. I've been successful with both. If you're doing one and you're more consistently getting misses or goods or whatever, try the other one for a bit, and if you still can't fix it, analyze your technique. Maybe take a video of how you're hitting it, and you'll probably identify the problem. If you do want to double step it, the correct way to do it would be as soon as you hit this right, slam, and I would definitely say double step would be my preferred method nowadays. After your right heel hits this, slam down, so plant, slap, plant and slap, plant, slap, and then we have a very nice pattern to finish. Alright, very straightforward, nothing too special. Alright, so the first 112 steps minus that double step, it's pretty straightforward. Let's continue. This one, it should be obvious. We gotta cross this over, okay? Like, I'm not gonna waste time to even explain why. This one's definitely a crossover, okay? Like, get your foot over the panel, okay? We're crossing that one over, okay? So, left foot. Hey. Okay. So, cross that over. Okay, jump over here. I'm not making notes about these because it's almost inconsequential if you're doing these with your left or right foot. Like, you can be double stepping here, you can do like 2 with your left, 2 with your right. Like, it's inconsequential, and there's not really any risk of breaking these freeze arrows as long as you even touch it. So I'm not really making any notes here. That's why. Okay, so once again, this time it's kind of like an adjacent. So whenever I say mirrored, it's not always a true mirror. True mirror would actually like be on the up arrows, but whenever I say mirror, like it's like the left right mirror. So this is a mirrored section. So right foot, we're gonna bring our right over here to do this crossover. So just be mindful about these kind of patterns, because I'm showing you on the 1x chart over here. And if you look over here, it might come up a little bit too fast. You can't really see that. You might be in a position where you do this, and then like you feel like your right foot wants to start here, and you don't want to do that. So you're gonna be hopping. You're hopping between this. So down, right, down, and then hop to the right, down. Sorry, left, down, left. Okay. So dun 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 dun. Dun. So this part's gonna end with the jack jumps. So watch it one time, then I'll go over it. Two of them end on the left right, which I do think is easier in this case. So I'll tell you how I do those, and then the last one ends with an up right. Okay, so the pattern goes. So we're gonna start it here. So 1, 2, 3, and then jump. How I like to do this, I actually use the width of the panel. So what I would do, because like doing it in the same spot, like whenever you do a step jump in the same spot, it feels a lot harder. But if I do the pattern where it would be, you know, the up, left, right, after I hit that, I will actually go a little bit outside to do another jump. Like it's 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, boom, like that. I can almost treat it like it's a different arrow, so that it like forces me to lift up my foot. So I'd like to do that, and I will bend my knees to come down, so I'm not really lifting my legs up. I'm like kind of collapsing my body. So as soon as I hit this, I collapse my body and then briefly lift up and slap it down. That's how I personally do that. Definitely don't get tripped up here. Make sure you're starting on your left foot for patterns like this. So we repeated that, and then once again we're going to do this, but this is a lot harder because you can't really use the technique I just told you where like you treat it like a different arrow, because like the angle that you're attacking it definitely feels a bit harder to do that. All right, so now we're moving into a new section of the game, of the song. Or no, not yet. I forgot one more. So this one, but it's just an adjacent or mirrored version of the other one. All right, now we're moving into another section. All right, pretty straightforward. Be mindful to swing your body over because we need to start this pattern. And this is a crossover I usually will opt to do. So starting with right, left, right, left, right, left, and then get your right foot over here. And when you're going to finish on your right, you're in a really good position to start this next one. So this is a crossover you definitely want to do more than not. All right, this one, you actually have an option. Kind of, but it's probably not how you think of it. If I was going to double step this section right here, I would double step from the left to the down. That sounds crazy, right? It sounds crazy, but the reason why I want to do that because I want to put my right foot to do this crossover. I don't want to use my left. If we play it out right now, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, that's a little bit awkward personally for me, but what is more comfortable would be if I played, I missed it. So after I do this, I'm going to hit my left, left, so I'm going to do the toe heel, and then my right foot is going to be on this foot now, and now I can play it out to hit that. See, I prefer doing that, and it has a huge benefit doing it this way because I do remember that the next section is going to start off very smoothly. If we finish the other way, we're going to have to do some readjustment, but if we finish with our right foot here, we can either hit this with our left, but then our left is going to start here and we're in a really nice position. Okay, after that one, definitely get your left foot to the top and then play this out. And this is like the ending, the same of the pattern I just showed you. And then I'll pivot over here. And then this one's going to be a little bit interesting. It's a longer one. Okay, so the good news is like there's really no mental notes to do it. It's a long stream, so. And then I love doing a helper step for this one. Oh, I love it. It just sounds so badass. So I'm going to put at the end of this freeze, I'm going to hit left arrow here and to start it. So my pattern is going to be left, down, up, down, left. So bum, 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 bum. So I hit the freeze. So you can't hear the clap here, but I put in an extra clap. So as soon as I hit it, so bum, 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 bum. So bum, 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 bum. So cool. It feels really cool to do that. So I personally like to do that. I don't know why I like to do that one so much, but you could definitely just sight read it and just do it. But I like to throw in that extra step. It's a little bit more flair. All right, play this out. Left foot on the up there. Okay, this is going to be harder. If you hit this how you would think to hit it with your left foot on the down, you're going to have a bad time. Try to set up before you get here. So after this jump at 407, try to remember the up down. You want your left foot to be planted on the top. That's going to give you a nice fluid transition. And then likewise here, make sure your right foot's on the top for 415. And then this part is like where where like everything is like on the line. So starting at 420, y'all. Okay, what do? We have like two options. I've done it both ways, and I'll tell you what I prefer. So we're on blues time signature, and then we're going to have this crossover. You don't want to double step it. The only question is, do we hit this with our right foot, bring our right foot down here, and then right, left, or do we hit this with our right foot and then use our left foot to do left, right, right? Well, before you answer that, let's look at what's coming up. What's coming up is a small stream here, starting with your right foot. So what's more beneficial here? Let's think about it. Well, if we finish with our left foot over here, we're going to have to like throw our left foot back over here, and then we're going to have to get over here. Where if we finish with our right foot, we're hitting this with our left, and then we can just go. So definitely prefer to hit this freeze with our right, and then start this with our left foot. So it's going to be left, right, and then we're going to have a nice transition into this, and this is going to be fucking rude as hell. I'm going to play it out one time, and then we'll take our notes. It's cringe. Konami, who's writing your step charts? Ugh. A lot of people really like to shit on Konami, but I swear they purposely do this. Like, people think that they're incompetent. I think that they know what they're doing, and they want it to be like you know, uncomfortable. They want it to be a challenge because of the sake of making it a challenge. You know, like, honestly, a lot of people like shit on Konami. I think a little bit. I mean, I shit on Konami all the time, but I think it's intentional. Like, you can like call Dead End Groove Radar Special an atrocious piece of shit, and it is, but it's intentional. It's not because of incompetence. It's because of just their design philosophy, if that makes any sense. Okay, so how do we tackle this design philosophy? Oh man, okay. Alright, so we're on our right foot. So one option is play it out, and then see, here's the issue. If we cross this over, like, you're gonna put your left foot here, like, ah man, like, I hate doing that. I would much rather double step this. So let's look at an alternative. So the focus arrow, the transition arrow is going to be this one. So as soon as we finish our left foot, so right, left, our left heel is hitting this, our left toe is hitting the up. And then, but it doesn't really help us that much because it's going to finish very awkwardly. So regardless, you're going to be able to finish up these next like 6 notes pretty nicely. But then you're going to have to make a decision here. Do you finish the do you finish the crossover, or do you double step it? And I'll honestly just leave that one up to you. So double step, our left foot is here, right, left, and then you can either do right heel to right toe, or you can do right foot anywhere to crossing over our left to the right. Regardless, make sure you start this next section with your left foot, play it out a little bit, and then here is like the most intensive double step part, and I absolutely do this entire section double stepping. So look at it very briefly. Okay. The good news is if you practice double stepping a lot, like especially these kind of parts, you're probably going to want to just do the entire earlier sections just double stepping. If you can do this section that I'm going to be teaching you by doing the double steps, which is how I do them, well, then you're going to be a double stepping god, and why are you even watching this video? But let's look at it for everyone else. So right, left, and then here's our first double step. So with our left foot on the toe, our left toes on the up, slam it down with our heel, play it out a little bit. Now, even though we're double stepping almost all of this, you do have a middle a choice here. This one can be easily done with a crossover. Some of the double steps I would do, but sometimes I'll be double stepping and throw in crossovers. This is a crossover I would probably opt to do. So the right, left, right, and then we're back here. And then we finally have this section, which we can either start with our left or the right. Which one's the correct answer? Let me take a look. So if you're going to cross over, right foot is definitely the way to go, because we're going to be doing the crossover here, and then we're going to wrap around. We're going to finish really nicely, in fact, if you choose to cross over. So overall, I would opt to cross over this section. But with that said, could we double step? Well, yeah, I mean, you could always double step. It's just, is it going to be beneficial? That's the question. Okay, so if we're approaching this as a double step, we could potentially start, because of how we finished before. So as we finished it before with the down on our right, we could start this with our left. Let's play it out. So if we did this with our left, now we're kind of in a good position, and then the double step would occur here. So you'd have to double step twice though, because it'd have to be there, and then you're fine here, and then your toe, and then the heel. So overall, I would definitely say it's worth it to do this crossover. So the right foot here, play it out, and then you're going to finish crossed over, and then you're home free. That's it. Alright, so please take notes when I told you to double step, when I told you not to double step, and play around, figure out what works to you, and just because you cleared that, there's definitely some parts where you're going to want to be mindful of which foot you're starting with. Oh, and there's one more final crossover or double step. Let's take a look. So here, you can either play this out and cross over, or you can double step it. Personally, so left on the up, and then if you're going to double step, you're going to do right here. So the right foot to the right foot, and then just left, left. So it's like 2 double steps in a row. 2 for your right, and then 2 for your left, and then you finish it. Otherwise, cross it over, and you'll be fine. And 572. Are you seriously going to sit here and tell me you couldn't find one more note to put in the song, Konami? Like, really? Seriously? Alright, so that's going to wrap up Samurai Shotgun vs. Master Ninja. I hope you enjoyed this, Stardy. Thank you very much for the request. I hope everyone enjoyed watching this. Hope you learned, and I hope to see you next time. You take it easy, and peace. Alright, I'm going to take a little break, little toilet break. I'll be right back, and the next song that we will do is... Well, how about you guys chat? Which one should I do next? We still have... New Century Challenge, we have Schrodinger's Cat, and we have Oh My Darling, and then a bonus one. So which one do you guys want me to do? I'll be right back. Okay, we are back. Yes, Lewis, we are doing chart breakdowns. Okay, nice. Alright, what are we doing next? We want to tackle the hardest one? How about we do a fun one? Oh boy, Jesus Christ, I hate this song so much. Alright, we're gonna watch it together. And then I'll give you guys some of the tips and tricks. Oh man, this song's annoying. What's up with this? Okay, that's better. Okay, I think we can do this. All right then. What's up everyone, Dr.D here, and in this video we are breaking down, I'm not saying that name in Japanese, I'll just call it Schrodinger's cat. Okay, Schrodinger's cat, poppin' music's like most notorious song has made its way to DDR, and oh boy did it come with quite the chart. Okay, so Schrodinger's cat is an 18. I have not PFC'd it. I have like a 996 on it, something like that. So I'm competent. I kind of know what's going on, but I'm definitely not an expert at it. So I'll do the best I can to break it down. There's a lot going on here, but at the same time, if you're playing in the level 18 level, you should be able to do a lot of what we're going to be talking about. There's only a few really notable parts, so I might be glossing over a lot, like 8th note double steps, like. If you were requesting a breakdown for this, I don't think you need help for those sections. So we are going to be doing the more tricky sections. And yes, I totally forgot to mention this is a breakdown by Pie Guy 314159, a very long-term patron, but even more importantly, a very long-term helper on the channel, and I am more than happy to help him to break this song down. I didn't even know he played 18s. He was saying that he wanted more like passing tips. I'll give you some passing tips, and the biggest one is just conserve your energy. it's got like, we're talking like 700 steps. Like, bro, it's almost 800 steps, yo. Jesus. Ugh. Okay. There's a lot of filler though. All right, let's get started. All 88 steps. And it starts off right away, like only 3 seconds of a song, and like you're already getting notes. All right, so I'm gonna gloss over a lot of these earlier sections. Left foot, starting it off, 1, 2, goes to the music. I would only say that feels harder than it really is because it ends on a blue. It gives you a sense of not completing it. So I usually add a red note at the end to feel more complete. And we're gonna have one more of them. See, we're ending on a blue, feels incomplete, you throw in a red, you get back on the red note timing, you'll be good. And yeah, just keep your feet low for the drill, you should be fine. Alright, just play this out. It doesn't matter, I'm not gonna bother telling you if you should double step or crossover. It's really up to you. It shouldn't make a big significant difference. Alright, so 142 done. Let's see what is in store for the rest. Okay, so that's like the first notable thing. So what's going on here is not many tips I can give. These are a lot of triplets. So it's going to have like mini streams followed by candle triplets where we're crossing the center panel to get these. That's a candle triplet. This one isn't, but still like 2 triplets, then like a stream, and then a triplet, and then a stream. Like pretty standard stuff, honestly. It's at a fast BPM. Like what is this, like 186? It's like in the high 187. Ooh, that's close. I swear to you, I didn't see that. So yeah, we're going to go here. The only really notable trick is going to be right here. So we're going to be starting with our in the normal position, and then we're going to change to our left here, and then we're going to play it out. But then more importantly, we got to get back to the right arrow for this. And then finally this. It all crescendos into this. So left foot on the down here, and then you're going to jump, and the tendency would be to after a jump to use your right foot. You have to throw that out of your mind. 235 must be with your left foot or you're going to have a bad time. So play that out and then quickly get. Now we're facing the opposite position that I like to face, and we're going to run out that pattern. And then these crossover, double step or crossover, doesn't matter. All right, double step here is probably your best friend. Okay, so let's continue. We're about halfway done. So this is a proper drill, you know, because it's going to end on a red. Okay. Okay, now here is like the biggest trick. this is like the thing I always have to memorize when I'm playing this song. If you don't memorize this, you're gonna have a bad time, but it's really easy. Face to the right. Face to the right. Can you face to the right? All right, you win. As soon as you finish this entire pattern, we're doing the crossovers starting with our right. So we're starting the crossover right away. So right, and then our left foot's on the crossover. And then we are going to finish it, and then we're in a perfect position to start with our left foot here, and we're going to play that out. Why do we do that? Because of this. If we did it the other way, you would be crossed over at that section and you would have a terrible, terrible time here. Those two patterns must start with the left foot. You want to be facing to the right, and then when you finish, it'll be nice and clean to do this last section, which is going to end with a step jump. It's hard, it's tough, but keep your feet low, use your heel for the down, and you should be good to go. Alright, we're changing up the time. There are going to be crossovers during the 12th notes section. 186 is pretty fast. I'd say a lot of players, including me, we can double step that. But if you're having trouble, play out the crossovers. They're not like the end of the world crossovers. It's similar to like a Kiri headshot mix. I want to say esque and mix, and I say misk. They're similar to that, but it's a lot slower BPM. It's way slower, so consider that. And then it's a step jump, but it's a lot slower, so it's honestly not too bad. Or technically it's fast. Well, it's faster than 8th notes, but it's way slower than a 16th note. Okay, and then this the freeze makes it confusing, but it's just step jumps. Double step that, step jumps again. Once again, you could cross it over, so right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Huh? No, do not cross that over. Do not cross this one over unless you do it with your left foot, which you're not going to be doing that. So almost by definition, this one is going to be double stepped. Yeah, double step that one. All right, let's continue. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Alright, this is just stamina draining. Straightforward, but stamina draining. And then, once again, our favorite step jump. Alright. This, you can't do any trick. This, you can. Left, right, left. We're going to be doing foot switches for the downs. Save a little bit of energy. Alright, this goes by the music. And then now we got some teal arrows. You know it's gonna get fun when we get some fucking teal arrows. Alright, so go fast as fuck. Like, if someone can give me a BPM, what would it be? So we're talking so 140 BPM, so 280. It would be the same as putting in a 16th note in a 280 BPM song. So that's pretty fucking fast. Or 140 BPM and putting in a 32nd note. That's how fast these notes are. So the good news is there's no candles during this section, but they are going to do something funky with the crossovers. So yeah, cyan, sorry. Oh man, I fucking hate this shit so much. Okay, so what are we doing actually? So boom. So it's really fast, but it does have flow here, so it could be worse. That's all I'm gonna say. It could be worse. This is where it could be worse. So we do have to cross this over. So as soon as you hit this, we're going to boom, and then we're going to hit this left foot is going to cross over here, and then we're back to this. And then once again, left foot, and then we're going to do that. And then left foot, and then play it out. And then now we're back to the 3 separate ones. So this is the same, but they're left and right, so you can't really notice that it's way easier than the up downs because you had a crossover. These ones, even though it's switching between ups and downs, like downs and ups, it's a very smooth transition. So look at it again. So these are just incredibly fast. So 1, 2, 3 down, 1, 2, 3 up, 1, 2, 3 down. It's a lot easier than the other section. And if you can clear through all that, just a couple more. And then now we're going to finally do this section. So as soon as you finish, so here's the secret. Left foot on the right. Left, right, left, right, left. This is almost a mirror identical of a section inside Magnetic Challenge. Magnetic Challenge has something quite similar where it's the right down, sorry, left arrow with your right foot and then down, right, up, yeah. Right, down, left, sorry, left, down, right, up, left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the same thing, but starting with our left foot. So I don't care if you're finishing with your right foot here. You cannot hit this with your right foot. So get your right foot to the down, get your left foot over, start this with your left, and it's really fast. If it feels like you're doing something like really weird and like you're twisting your body a way it shouldn't be twisted, you're doing it right, because that's what you have to do, okay? If you're contorting your body in an uncomfortable position, you're doing it right. So it's just a really fast yeah. So starting with the left foot on the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like I can't even count that fast. It's so fucking fast. If it hurts, you're doing it right. And then even though you're like technically crossed over at the end of this, like you can hit the jump crossed over or you can switch back. It's up to you. All right, and then there you go. You have MFC'd Schrodinger's cat. Oh man, Chris is gonna be upset. All right, that's going to wrap it up for the Schrodinger's Cat Challenge breakdown. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. And yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks, Pie Guy, for the request, and I'll see you all next time. Peace. All right, I think that one went pretty well. Oh, man. For those just tuning in, I did say in my Discord channel that you know, things have been on lockdown a lot more here in Taiwan, so if I'm not streaming at the arcade, that's why. A lot of people are very concerned with the pandemic recently. They're making a lot of changes, so it's a lot harder. A lot of people are encouraging us to stay at home. They're asking us to work at home this week for like the next like week and a half or so. So it's being a little bit crazy, you know. It's a bit crazy, a bit cray. So yeah, that's what's going on. But you know. Man, there's just not enough. There's just not enough hours in a day. There's not enough weekends. I wish they just called off work for a week, honestly. Could definitely use like a week-long break. Could definitely use one. Ooh. Alright, what do we have left? My lovely darling. And New Century. Oh man. Okay, we're gonna do Oh My Lovely. You know, Yuki Knight was asking me to break down the Oh My Lovely Sweet Darling, and he surprisingly gave me a video of him playing. He said he wanted me to critique his form. He said like if there's any more time left, he'd like me to critique his form, but he did play the song "Oh My Lovely" and he wants me to break down "Oh My Lovely." So how about I do a 2-for-1? Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna give you a 2-for-1, and this is something I've actually wanted to do in the past. I've had the idea of like having like a podcast and like it be segmented with like different sections, and one of the sections I wanted to be where was a user submitted videos where they submit me a video of them playing and I can see their form and then I critique it and yeah, I give them some tips about like what they're playing. So I definitely think that's something we can try. And how about we just try it now because he gave it to us. So yeah, let's try it. Let's do it. All right. I'm hoping that Yuki Knight is okay with me sharing this. He did say he wanted me to critique his form, so this is going to be a 2-for-1. I'm not sure if we're going to call it a chart breakdown or a player critique. That sounds too bad. If you guys have a good name for what these would be called, let me know. But yeah, ideally, I would want you to submit me a video like this. I need to get a clear screen so I can like see the notes. 60 frames per second is ideal. This was only in 30 frames, but I'd ask someone to give me like a how you hold the bar, how your stance, where your footing is. This would be a good shot that you can send to me and I can break it down. So I can do like a 2-for-1, like a chart breakdown and like break down your form and how you're playing. So yeah, just something to consider. Interesting. I don't know. I guess we'll just start on this frame. Okay then. What the hell happened to the... Is it because he has a vertical video? So this is what happens when there's a vertical video? Cool. Okay, how about that? Ugh, no. Okay. I guess. Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna go with this. I don't wanna like, you know, spend an hour. Okay, we're gonna like temporarily chop off the top. Yeah, something like this. Yeah, we're just gonna roll with it. Yeah, we're rolling with it. You see what we got? Like this, I'm not gonna take an hour here. Like we could technically like get a new background and like, how about we don't? I mean, I know we could, but how about we don't? In the future, if we're gonna like make it a thing, we'll have a way better way to show this. But for now, just this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna call it a chart breakdown, and I'll just like put in more details. We'll just go with that. What's up everyone, Dr. D here, and in this video we are doing a chart breakdown of Oh My Lovely Sweet Darling, something like that. If I said it wrong, I apologize, but either way, we're going to be doing a very special breakdown today, because as you can see, we have a video of someone actually playing. This person is Yuki Knight. He's one of my patrons, and he requested me to break this down. Additionally, he asked me to critique his form, so we got a 2-for-1 today. I'm going to be breaking down the chart, and I'm going to be giving him some helpful tips and tricks to improve his style. I might make this into a thing in the future where I'll ask you to send me a video similar to this, and I'll be critiquing your style. So without further ado, let's get started, and let's start with critiquing his style. How the hell are you holding that bar, my dude? Like, what is this? All right, I'm not gonna like be too hard on you. And if this works for you, I mean, at the end of the day, there's a lot of things that I do that other people don't, and it works for them, and it wouldn't work for me. So have at it. Although I will suggest that right now, when I see you in this position, I see two things. Number one, you're not leaning back. Like during this entire thing, there's hardly any leaning back on the bar. Here I can kind of see it, but a lot of the positions, I can see that barely any of your weight is being supported right now on the bar. And why is that important? Well, what is the bar's purpose? I mean, the bar's purpose is to do a few things. One, it's to help stabilize our stance. It's supposed to give us more stability. It's also supposed to bear some of the weight of our upper half of the body. So you want to be putting some more weight on the bar and taking weight off of your body. Now, for you, I would say if it's comfortable for you, next time, try putting your arms a little bit lower onto the bar. Get down a little bit. You're going to have a bit of a wider stance. It's going to let you bend that elbow a little bit more, because how you're holding the bar right now, you're having a harder time to bend your elbow because your arms are closer together. So you're not going to be able to get a lot of bend on that. And in effect, it's going to be a lot harder for you to put some weight on it and get some support. So try leaning back a little bit further. Adjust your stance, find a balance where you can put a little bit more weight on the bar, and offload it off of your feet a little bit more. All right, so that's just number one. Let's get started into the song. All right, nice warm-up steps. I do this as well. All right, pretty good. All right, so I will say that right now from the first 50 steps, and wow, you got an MFC going there, buddy. All right, from the first 50 steps, I've made a couple of notes. Number one, your left-right position on the arrows is great, excellent. Almost all of your steps are falling within like the guideline. Technically it's not really a guideline, but a lot of players like us can use it as it, where you're following there. Your down tends to go a little bit deep for what I would prefer. You know, like that's a good down, but like I see you inching over a little bit far, and by far the worst one that I can see right now is your up arrow. Your up arrow is really climbing on some of these steps. That was a good step right there. That's a bit high. That's fine. That's a corner one. But yeah, you want to be a little bit more mindful about that. But in general, left, right, really good. Pretty solid on the down. Try to get a little bit more inside on the up. Experiment with it. If your shoes are a little too curved and you're getting misses, if you try to go any lower, consider investing in a new pair of shoes. All right, but your form so far overall is pretty good, and obviously your timing is getting rewarded. All right, let's continue. All right, so I'm going to stop here, and I'm not going to critique your form, but I'm going to ask you a question. I'm not sure if it's the camera or if it's the stage. And if it's the stage, well, I got good news. You can make this a lot better. I'm noticing a lot that it's really shaky. It could be the camera just not focusing properly, but it could also be the stage moving a bit too much. If that's the case, it means that your legs are not leveled, and you really are going to want to level up. Oh, that's good. You're really going to want to level the legs properly by asking a technician. I do tend to notice that whenever the arcades implement a divider stage like this, a platform to prevent people from stepping on the hose, they neglect to raise up the inside legs a lot more. So in general, these are going to be like losing their length. Is that the right one to say? It's going to be they're going to be off-centered. So ask a tech to make sure that the legs are leveled and all that. All right, so you're starting to get greats, and your first great came shortly after your MFC. So I could see that you were a little bit too slow. So, actually, wait. What was? That was a fast, wasn't it? It looks like slow, but that looks like you stepped fast. Interesting. Yeah, see, that's slow. Interesting. But overall, your form looks good. It was just a timing error on your part. Yeah, you're double stepping where you should be. That's good. Excuse me. So this, I'm noticing that you're going a little bit higher than you'd want to. See, like you see that hop that you did? So right like that, like you jumped into it. And I'm curious why you're lifting up your left foot here to get into this. It's totally unnecessary. It's exerting more force, and it doesn't make you more accurate. So look one more time. So instead of this, keep your left foot planted, and instead of jumping, just go into it like you normally would. And then this, look at the travel distance on your left foot here. So the position, like, look at that. That's a pretty far travel distance. And, you know, you're lucky you got Marvelous right there. So, like, that just means that you beasted it, which is always a good thing to be able to do. But you're being harder on yourself than you really need to. I've seen you do some really nice corner techniques before, like here, like you're just touching and nibbling on these corners. You know, like you're inside, you're nibbling on these corners. That's all great. And then all of that like goes out the window, like right here. Like you see that? That's a very long stride. And yes, sure, you might get the marks to give you that reinforcement that you're doing it right. But over time, you're going to want to be able to get the same marks, but minimizing that foot movement. All right, let's continue. Pretty good drill. Pretty good drill. Pretty good. Good. Yeah, double step that. That's good. Very good. Not bad. Good. Okay, hold on. I'm going to look at that again. I'm still noticing a lot of shaking. So what caused you to get the grade here? Why are you getting a grade there? That's weird. I don't even understand why you got a grade there. If you are going to give me videos like this, I really hope you can give me like, you know, super high quality and 60 frames a second. I need to be able to see fast or slow. Sometimes I can't just tell by looking at it. But let's continue. Right, good form. Good footing. Alright, so you're getting a little bit slow here. You're getting a little bit sloppy. Now, something I'm noticing right here is that you're leaning forward. So before, where you had almost a neutral stance of standing up, all of a sudden, you start to lean more and more forward. So right there, what's going on here? What's causing you? I'm kind of curious. Maybe you can comment below. Is it a sight read? Sometimes I would do that if I was like caught off guard, if I did like the wrong footing and I'd like panic and I might lean forward. But in general, you shouldn't have to change your position, because like that's what's causing you to get all these like marks. Like you can see that none of these are marvelous anymore, like in that section, because once you change your position, like you lose control, you lose the stability, and you're going to start getting the bad marks like that. So if you got to try to remember to keep your body consistent the entire time. Yeah, and like you had a pretty wide stance on that triplet. Yeah, so again, we had a pretty high travel distance for this. Yeah, pretty far. We went a little bit more inside than you should probably go, but not terrible. Okay, so this part's a little bit awkward. I remember it very well. So I noticed that you went left foot for combo 324, it would be. I would actually double step going my right foot to the up here, because if you finish it, you're in a better position to double step back to do the gallop here. Because if you play, yeah, see, you did do the double step on the second one, like that's what I would do for the second one, but to be in a better position, I would definitely double step the first one too. So right here, so finish that triplet, and then bring your right foot, and then your left foot, and then your right foot, and then gallop jump. Okay. Okay, that's the most egregious mistake I've seen so far. But this is the kind of like thing I would give tip, because I totally understand. Like, this is why I make the mental notes, because I would be doing what you're doing too otherwise, because you assume that the right arrow, sorry, the down arrow should be hit with your right foot, but you have to make a mental note here that it's like like in my mind I'll say around 330, you know, shift your body so your left foot is going to hit that down, and then I'll make that note. You got lucky to only get 2 greats there. I mean, that there's high potential for good, and even though great, it really hurts your score, especially on a song with not that many arrows. It could have been worse. But I'm sure you probably recognize that. So, like, but this would definitely be a time where I'm like, wow, if I just replay it, I can immediately do that, and we'll be golden. So avoid doing that next time, and then you're back on it. Okay, I'm fine with if you ever have a long break and you guys like to stretch your arms, or like, you know, like get whatever you guys got to get. Yeah, go for it. I have nothing wrong with that. Okay, right foot. Alright, pretty good. Okay, I noticed a stumble there, and as soon as I saw the stumble, I saw a great. It's almost like they're related. Yeah, so what's causing it though? Yeah, so you didn't even lift up your toe here. I want you to look really carefully at this section. So as soon as you hit this, you immediately slapped it down. You're lucky you even hit that left arrow, and then you move it back, and then you almost don't even lift it up. You just kind of do this with your heeled toe. It was pretty sloppy overall. Yeah. You did actually lift it up a bit, but yeah, but it was a bit sloppy, so you can definitely see why you messed up in that. Alright, double stepping, that's good. Alright, good. One. Alright, you're actually going too fast. Going too fast is nice because that means that you have the foot speed, you just have to go slower. It's always sucking when you're going as fast as you can and you're still getting slow. But so I think you're getting a little bit too amped up with all this, and then you went a little bit too fast, you went a little bit too far off, but you only cost you 1 great, so overall could have been worse. Now we're getting back on it. This was totally avoidable from what you've been playing, you know, where I'm seeing you get the greats. This is where I like to say like avoidable perfects or avoidable greats. Like this, see, like this was totally avoidable. Like for what you've been able to do so far, getting a great there is totally avoidable for you. I think it's because you kind of galloped. Is that right? Okay. Am I crazy? Oh, no, you're just way too early. Yeah, you're just too early. You didn't gallop, but you're too early. Maybe because you're panicked about the triplet coming up. Just don't jump as high. Like, look how high you're jumping here. Like, that's quite a bit of error, honestly. Okay, then you got the triplet. I would double step there, but that's fine. Okay, I can tell that like later in the song, you're definitely stepping a lot more outside. I'm not sure if you're like nervous because you're going to AAA it. Maybe that's a big goal that you've been having. But the actions that you're doing, I'm going to go all the way back here. I want you to look here. Okay. All right, here. It's a lot more stiff and rigid. these steps are not so fluid. Like it's almost robotic. Like I can't describe it, but I can definitely like prove it. See, like these are a lot more fluid. I can see a lot more knee bending action going on here. And keep in mind, like that BPM is the same as what's going on here, but look what's going on here. Starting right. You see that? You see that? Like you're kind of locking up a lot more towards the end. It could be because you're fatigued. It could be because you're tired. Could be because you're nervous. But you got to be able to decide for yourself what it is, analyze it yourself, and then be able to correct it. Because I know you can do it, but you're just not doing it now. Okay, hold on. Whoa. Alright, pretty good ending. Pretty good. Alright, overall, not bad. You got quite a bit of fundamentals already down. You definitely, yeah, you definitely can do a lot better if you just follow the few tips that I did give you. So I hope you took some notes, and I'd love to see if you took my notes and then you replay it and you can see if you can beat your score. That'd be awesome, and I'd feel great knowing that I was able to help very directly, because I definitely prefer doing this. I might just like completely scrap my breakdown series and just say like submit a video of you playing a song and I'll analyze how you played it and I'll give you tips on how to do it better next time. I think that's way better. It's more interesting for me too. Alright guys, you take it easy. I'll see you next time. Yuki Knight, thank you again for the request, and I'll see you next time. Peace. I think that what we can do is like you send me the video and then I'll have Len, because of course I'll have Len because he's better and because I'm lazy. We'll have him edit the video so that the other video will appear next to it. So we'll have like a bigger picture of the chart, so then I can do both. I can like give the tips and tricks for both. Yeah, but I like that. I really like that. Yuki and I, thanks for the idea. Thanks for being brave enough to submit a video of you actually playing, so thank you. Okay, we have like at least one more to go, and then, oh boy. Alright, Len, can you... I think this is fine, honestly. Just keep it like this. Hey. I'm supposed to be watching this and getting my tips. I'm totally not watching this. I recently did upscore on here. I almost have a AAA now. Almost. I'm out, so this might be the last one. Oh, I gotta change the sync again. I hate this song. Surpriser. Surprise is a shock arrow chart. Oh, that's so evil. Oh my god. The audio is early for you on the video? Really? It looks good on my end. Maybe Len can fix it? Len, can you do your magic? Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, yeah, it might just be the audio and VLC. How about we like close it and reopen it? Sometimes that just works. Okay, tell me how this looks, guys. Is this better or worse? Okay, is this better or worse? I'm sorry, is this better or worse? We're just gonna have to go with this. Is this better or worse? I went even further in the direction. Now it's off for me, but if it's on for you, I can work with it. Is this better or worse? Yes, no, I need an answer. Or is it like the same? Alright, then we'll go with this. Boy, who requested a new century? Pie guy? Who requested this bad boy? Oh, German. Okay. That's right. Mm-hmm. I promise I haven't forgotten about you guys. Just a bit busy. All right. I think I bought myself some time. What's up, everyone? Dr. D here, and in this video we're doing a chart breakdown of New Century Challenge, requested by Jeremint. I believe that's how you say it. He's been a new patron, and I am glad to give him a breakdown, so let's get started. And goddamn, this is one of those. It's one of those. All right, I'm gonna give you a lot of tips and tricks. This might be a long one, but I'm gonna try to make it shorter. I always say that, and then they end up being 20 minutes or more. All right, 195 BPM. It's a bit odd. It's a bit hard, and there's a lot of crossovers. And then at the last like quarter of the song, they're like, "Oh yeah, we forgot to tell you it's a shock arrow chart." So go figure. Okay, and there's a few speed changes, halvings. So, all right, let's just get started. Start slow, then we go fast. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. That's it, and we are going to double step that, and immediately we're going to kick up into the 195. Okay, just don't let the freezes trick you. This is all straightforward. You could foot switch on that, but I choose not to. You could also choose to 1 foot jump for both of these. Up to you, really. But no matter what, you got a crossover coming up here, so get ready for that. Okay, crossover, and then get back your right foot to this one, because we want to get left and then the right foot here. Once again, they're trying to trip you up by showing you free zeros, but they're very straightforward. You shouldn't have an issue. Okay, that's a bit weird, because when it finishes here, we're going to have to hit the right foot here, and then we're going to have to double step that. Either way, just make sure that when you finish these section, this arrows, oh my god, fucking hell, I can't do it, guys. Make sure your left foot's going to get ready for this triplet. Okay, right foot here, and if you, 2 options, right foot here, we're crossing this over, or more ideally, when you finish this, get your left foot, double step, triplet. Left, left, triplet. And then there, you don't have to cross over. Okay, this is hard, but manageable. Left foot. This is a fake drop freeze. You can just lift off to hit this, so you don't have to do anything special. Alright, nothing too bad. This is going to be double step with your left, 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 and then jump. Option for the bracket jump. Okay, triplets, candle triplets, but if you guys forgot, candle triplets are whenever I can find it. So this is a candle triplet because we're crossing the center panel. This one is not. Alright, pretty straightforward. Those are crossovers, but I would recommend double stepping them. Just make sure you're ready to do your left foot on this triplet. And then that is like, now they're getting into the territory of like why it's an 18. Alright, so finish this pattern. You must finish with your left foot on the right arrow. So left, right, left, right, left. And 2 options. You're already facing to the right. So if you hit that, you could just swing your your right foot heel to hit this and play it out. Or you can change to facing left and use your left foot, right foot, left foot. It's a little bit better if you do that, because if you do the other way, if you finish with your right, with your left foot on here, it's going to be awkward to get to this pattern. So ideally you do want to go with your left foot, right, left, and then this will be right, and then left, right. You see, it's going to play out a lot better. So try to force the pattern to be like that. All right, once again, we have an option. We can either cross over if we hit it with our right foot, or we can double step. So right, and then immediately come down with your right to do the triplet. So bum, 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 bum. Just either way, we got to make sure our left is there. Fast, but not hard. Okay, now we're starting this part. Now, we kind of have a cheat. So this, when I first played the song, I didn't even know that these were gallops. But yeah, they're gallops. Now, because we're using notes, they do show us this. In regular DDR, like at the arcade, you would not be seeing the quantization of these notes, but we can see them now because of Stepmania. Hooray. So these are gallops. It's going to do it twice. That's the second time. Now here's why this is really evil, because we're going to immediately jump, and the good news is you can drop this hold immediately. You will not lose it. As long as you touched it, you're not. So once you finish that, we are going to jump into this 5-note burst with our right foot on the top. Do not cross this over. Right foot on the top. So gallop, get your right foot on the top, because it's going to do it twice. And then we're going to have a kind of a mirrored version coming up. So there's the gallop. And then as soon as we finish this gallop with our left foot on the left and the right foot here, we're going to immediately jump and get our left foot, swing our left foot over to start this pattern with our left. And then we're going to do it 2 times and then double step to gallop out of it. All right, now we're at the slowdown. So starting here, we are going to be doing the crossovers. So I'm not sure if you hate or love them, but we do got to do them. So to do them, do the first one just as you see it. So 1, 2, 3. And then this one is a bit tricky because it's pretty fast. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to be finishing with our right foot on the left arrow. So right, left, right, left, right. And then we're going to do 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to hit this. Now we are going to drop our right foot hold near the end so that we can come down here to do this crossover. This is a triplet crossover. So 1, 2, 3. So very quickly, so we're planted with our right foot here, and then we're going to drop it to do the crossover. We're going to remain in the crossover position. So quick crossover. It's a burst. Bum, bum, bum. So just attack it. Bum, bum, bum. And then, starting with our left foot, we're going to play it out here. So then we're going to play it out with our left foot starting here. Okay, then we're going to speed it up again. At first it's going to be easy, but it's going to take a real hard left turn. Okay, did that look hard? Yeah, because it is. And is there any really tips here? No, you got to do it. Like, you got to do it. Like, you got to cross over. So as soon as there, left foot, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. And then we're galloping at the end. This is a cool pattern. I kind of like it. And hello, it's a shock arrow chart. Did you know that? Well, we hit it for the first 2/3 of the song. Oh boy, now things like really get real. Like, you can argue that up until now it's been a 17. It's definitely an 18 now. Because not only are we going to be doing similar patterns, but it's going to also involve a lot of shock arrows. Give me 1 second. Whew. Okay, so hope you guys are ready, because it's getting real from now on, and it even starts rude. Like, what the hell is this? Like, it's on 16th note, boom, da da da. And then like what if it, so like maybe this is the only one, not the only one, but it's going to be one of the only ones where I will say we're going to the middle. So the first shock, we are going to the middle because there's a very long break before the next arrow. Most of these we're going to be airtime hanging. We're going to be hanging in the air to do the next section. All right, so this one you can step in the middle, and then we're starting with our left. Okay, and then this one I also do step in the middle because of just how it plays out. Let me show you why. So left, right, left. And then our right foot can quickly stand in the center panel while we get our footing for this triplet. So do the triplet and immediately use your left foot on the left arrow to jump. And then we're in the air right now. You are in the air. You are not on any panel. And you're going to land on the down arrow to do this triplet. And you are going to do... I do play it out this way where I'll do right, left, left, and then right. And then I immediately come up. It's really fast and it's very awkward. But unfortunately, it's not really going to be any easier. Like, let me see if I can give you a different setup. Yeah, okay, I could give you a different setup. That would be, you know, by the way, the tips I'm giving you are probably not what like Chris and like the top players use. I'm giving you my tips. I have to make that very clear right now. Because in fact, there's probably a better way to like do 1, 2, 3 and then stand in the middle, and then yeah, you would be doing this with your left. So that would be left, 2, 3, and then this will be your right foot, and then left. It's correct to do this with your left, so that'd be left, right, left, and then you're in the right position. It is correct to do it that way, but personally I don't. But personally I haven't even triple A'd it. So once again, if you request me songs that I'm not that good at, don't complain if you don't get a good request. Okay, I'm not going to get upset, I promise. Okay, but that's how I would personally do it, but that's kind of how you should do it. All right, now these ones, I would be in the air. So jump, we're floating in the air. We land down to do the triplet, and you guessed it, we're in the air, and then we're going to be doing this pattern. We're double stepping all that until we get here. Now, the correct setup here is definitely with the right foot starting. So however you want to double step or do the pattern before this, just make sure that right foot, left foot, right foot. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then now we're going to jump and then slam down. 1, 2, 3. And then jump. And then in the air, we're also moving our body notation. So we're going to be doing that. And then we're going to finish out that. This is a relatively easy pattern. All right, we're double stepping all that. All right, now we're doing it again. This time jumping here. So jump. This is the most difficult I find because like we're landing, but we're not landing into a triplet. We're landing on just a dead quarter note and then doing a triplet. That's a lot harder than just committing to landing into a triplet personally. But still land and then immediately do the triplet, play it out. And then here's the crossover pattern again, which is way harder, but this one is going to have airtime. So jump, and then with our right foot, left, right, and then as soon as you do it, jump up and land on your right foot on the left, and then up, right, and then play it out. And then we jump, and we're going to jump over this one. And then once again, we have a dead quarter note followed by a triplet, a little bit harder. Okay, and then once again, this pattern, which is a lot easier than the crossover we just did. If you can do that crossover, you can do this. So we jump up, land into the triplet, use the up as a jumping stone, a stepping stone, a jumping stone. And then we're jumping over this, we're landing into a triplet, which is way easier. And then we're getting into just hard as hell crossovers, but the shocks are basically gone minus the very end. Oh God. What tips can I give you? Oh my God. I always forget how hard it is until I have to do it. So, oh my God. Oh my God, it's hard. Oh God, it's painful to watch. Ugh. Oh, it's painful. Oh my God. guys, you gotta be a beast, okay? You gotta be a beast. Are you a beast? No? Okay, become a beast. Like I don't have a tip for you here. This is hard as hell. Like I even have a hard time doing this. I can rarely full combo this myself, but you gotta play it out. What you see, it's what you get, okay? What you see is what you get. You're playing it out. There's like, I could like analyze each step, but you gotta just be able to do it. Yes, we're crossing over there. Yes, we're getting our footing back. And yes, then we're crossing over the opposite way and into that. Like you gotta do it. You gotta do it. If you can't do it, keep practicing. There's no real tip I can give you there. Okay, that's a little evil, but manageable. I mean, after what we just went through, this is a walk in the park. Okay, this one, because we have such a lead up to it, you can step in the middle, and then we're gonna do this triplet. These are candle triplets, by the way. And this is a really rude crossover because it starts like off immediately. Yes, you're hitting this with your left foot on the down, but we're immediately going into crossover territory by throwing our right foot over here and playing it out. And then this is the final one, which is also just really evil because we're crossed over already to the right and then to the left. And then we're finishing here, and then we're doing a double there. And then finally, what the hell do we do here? Well, we do a foot switch. So after you finish the left with your right, so the left down, right foot, and then we're going to gallop it, jump up, and then switch your right foot to the up. So bum 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 bum, yeah, bum 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 bum. And then this one you technically could step back in the middle because we have a little bit of space. So step back in the middle with your toes. So ba-bum, ba-bum, step in the middle with your toes. And then here's the pattern. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, jump. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, jump. Yeah, well, it's more than that at the end. But yeah, the strategy is so 1, 2, 3, big air time. 1, 2, 3, big air time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you're done. All right, that's it. 688. I swear these combos are getting higher and higher on average per mix for 18s. Alright, that is going to complete New Century Challenge. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. And thank you, Jermint, for requesting it. And I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day and peace. Whew. Okay, technically we are finished, but we're not finished. Okay, so we are going to have a little bonus request. All right. Graduator 14. Honestly, I don't even know how to do this. I think I'm gonna have to just take an approach where I'm just gonna be like super like joking about it. Like, ah man, this is like the whole reason why I had to even do this. I'm calling it a bonus, but I've been owing this request for a long time. But Jesus, like I'm gonna be straight with you guys. I don't like to do this kind of stuff. I really don't, okay? Like, can you please like be more reasonable, because okay, let's just get started. Yeah. These are the kind of patrons I have, guys. Like, how should I do this? Should I like purposely be like comical? Should I like purposely like should I like should I like be condescending? Should I like call you an idiot? Come on, you idiot, just step on the right arrow. You can hear it. He's saying it. Or should I be like, you see, now you're gonna want to like really prepare for this next step, because like what's the angle? I don't know. What's the angle? How do I do this? Should I be silly? Should I take it seriously? Should I do it just like any other one? Should I just like pretend like it's no different from like breaking down Dead End Groove Radar Special? Like, what the fuck do I do? What the fuck do I do? What am I supposed to do? I'm legitimately asking you guys, how should I approach this? How should I approach this? How should I approach this? How? How do I approach this? Guys, I don't know. I don't know what to do. This is a joke. Is this a joke to you? I mean, the sync looks fine on my end. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna roll with it, because I've been wanting to get this over with forever. Just guys, please don't request me, like, please. Can you please? So go for the super serious. Okay, yeah. Like yeah. Okay, I can do the super serious. Treat it like a level 18. Yeah, sure. All right. I mean, yeah. I'll just pretend like that, because like I don't know what else to do, because I can't do it straight. There's like no way that I can do it straight. Alright, we're just gonna get this over with. What's up everyone, Dr. D here, and in this video I'm doing the hardest breakdown I've ever done yet, and this breakdown was requested by none other than Graduator14. I know that he's trying to up his game, because he has requested a ferociously difficult and notoriously challenging song. Very few players have been able to claim to have defeated this one. It's considered the original Oni of DDR. It was around long before anyone could ever imagine. We're talking millennia ago, hiding deep in the caves of Asgore, and only to be discovered by ancient ancient people of the native tribe of the Wiskachua, and they found it and they locked it away until sometime in the 2000 teens, where they finally unleashed it upon the world in DDR Ace. And that song is none other than Lesson by DJ. So let's get started. How are we going to approach this song? Well, BPM is everything, and well, that's the thing. You can't even find this song in the BPM folder. Just think about that for a second. You name any song over the period 888 to Hoko Evolved. You go to the BPM folder, you scroll, you will find it. You're gonna fucking find that song. The slowest songs like Bag, you'll find it. The fastest songs like OTP, you'll find it. But you go to the BPM folder, I shit you not, you will not find this song. What does that mean? It doesn't have a BPM? The BPM is infinite? No one knows. No one knows. In fact, you can't even find the song searching alphabetically. It's not even in a mix folder. You have to go far and beyond. You have to scale the farthest reaches of the game to find the hidden folder to even play this song. That's how challenging this song is. It's so challenging, it's a challenge to even find the folder it is in. Alright, I got your interest? Bet you haven't seen Chris play this. Yeah, he's too scared. Fems? He went crying to his mom. Why do you think he went to the military? People think it's because he wanted to serve his country? No, he was running away from this song. So, let's break it down. Alright, so you're going to notice right away they're going to throw you with a barrage of non-consecutive notes. Like, you know, sometimes like you might see two rights in a row, two lefts, two ups, or two downs. No, not this song. Immediately after swarming you with a fast, blazing, coming at unbelievable speeds of a right, you know, you're going to have to immediately switch over to your left foot. Oh man, Rage could barely make it in time, but my dog over here, you know, he's old school. You know, he's my favorite character way back in the day, and he managed to get it. But what's coming up next? Well, just when you got comfortable with the lefts and rights, they hit you with not one, two, fucking count 'em, two ups. Oh, you thought the ups were enough? Well, get ready for fucking downs. How many songs do you know that within 6 steps, they're already utilizing all 4 notes? I'll wait. Name them. This song does it. And it does it with bold style. Rage doesn't even know what to do. Like, he's dumbfounded, okay? What happens next? Damn, did you see that, son? Oh, whew. Gonna have to take a cold shower after that one. Hitting us with 3 ups. Damn, 3 ups. You gotta feel bad for our bro Rage over here. Oh man, and that down. They make you hold that for so long. You know, legends have been told that you know, people 2,000 years ago are still holding that down. That's how long it is, okay? But even if you manage to finish that down, you know, you have to give it some credit. It's going to give you a bit of a break here, you know. They think that probably you're dead, you know, probably people are preparing your funeral, but for the few that have survived this far, oh boy, they got a treat for you. Like, even the announcer, like, he knows you're fucked, okay? Like, the announcer knows you're fucked at this point. He's telling you not to return to the center, but, you know, like, even that's not going to help you get through the rest of this. But, hey, you know, you wanted a breakdown? Here you go. Oh, here's the barrage again. Rights and lefts. Oh, and right when you get comfortable, they double it on you. They went right left. Now that's right left. It's just like whoa, it's just mind blowing. And then they mix it up. I mean, I can't even. I'm sorry, guys. You wanted me to break this down, but like my mind can't comprehend what I am seeing. Like literally, these arrows are moving too fast on the screen. They're changing it up. They're throwing in lefts and rights. They're doing triple ups. Like it's hard to keep up. I'm doing the best I can, but you know, like let's just pray for rage here. I dare you. Repeat back what we have to hit next. Yeah? Yeah, you can't. Why? Because what's coming up is going to make you cry, okay? You're going to be wishing you were never born. You don't believe me? Look at the screen. Look at the plethora of arrows just berating this screen just like, oh. Oh. Oh man, like I'm sorry, I had to stop. That was like too much for me. I'm gonna need to cool down from what I was seeing. Like, you know, like I can only take so much. Like only so much abuse before like I have to like, you know, like back out. Okay, I'm gonna try to proceed, okay? Alright. Oof. And then like just when you thought you saw it all, they hit you with a jump. Damn. 2 of them. 3 of them. And like you finally like feel like you got the hang of it. You think you're gonna pass it, and all that fastness I was telling you before, they're about to double it. They're about to double it. They're giving you the DDR, okay? That's right. That's right. They're giving you the fucking DDR. What's the DDR? Take a look. Oh man, that's brutal. Fucking rage. He's gonna be in crutches after this. Oh man, it's a miracle. I don't, but then again, he's an AI dancer, so you know he makes it look easy. But I mean, very few people have even passed this song. So just you know, good luck to you. You know, I did the best I can giving you the breakdown, but like mostly I just like showed you how just just absolutely insane this is. So if you can play it, if you can pass it, I mean, come on, no one can pass it. But you know, if you can play it and you can like live to like tell the story of how far you got, I mean, that's pretty cool. You know, something you can tell your grandchildren, you know, about 50 years from now, you know, the one day that you decided to try out Lesson by DJ, but you know, whatever. All right, that's been Dr. D's breakdown of Lesson by DJ, requested by Graduator 14. I hope you enjoyed this breakdown. I hope I never have to do a breakdown like this again. And you have a good day, and I'll see you next time. Peace. Okay, I'm done. Never ever do that again. I'm not doing them again. Well, I hope that was entertaining. I did the best I could. Yeah. My best is not good enough. I know it. I know it. All right. Yeah, I mean, I had like no other way to do it. So thanks for the suggestion, Stardy. And that's it. Wow, I cannot believe it, but we finished 7, count them, 7 breakdowns today. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Did we finish 8 breakdowns today? It is 7. The reason why I said 8 is because I had 2 videos of Oh My Lovely. One of them was the Yuki Knight playing it, and the other one was the chart breakdown. All right, seriously, it's been over 3 hours, and like I'm dead. My throat's dead, but I'm glad I got it done. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and yeah, well, there may be some arcades still open that I might be able to stream at, but if you don't see me with my webcams all set up or whatever, that's why. But I'll try to. I gotta play more, or I'm gonna get out of shape. I'm like probably the most out of shape I've been all year, like right now. So I gotta fix that. At the very least, I probably gotta at least go outside and exercise or do something. But hey, that's my own problem. That's my own drama. You guys have a lovely afternoon, evening, morning, whatever it is. I hope it's lovely, and I'll see you guys